and welcome to Opposites React. I'm Ashley.
I'm Whitney.
And today we will be watching, what the heck are we watching, Whit?
Oh, well, go back to the video.
The Plot in You.
The Plot in You by Silence.
No, I think The Plot in You is the band and Silence is the song.
Okay, Silence by the Plot in You. This is brought to us by Evan. Evan on 3, 1, 2, 3. Evan! If you are looking for a way to request songs, go check out the link in the description. The first of every month, we will launch another set of requests, so that way we don't get behind and you guys aren't waiting for a year and a half.
And this is our first request for March, right?
Yes. So this will be aired.
Hopefully
you're seeing us in March.
Yep. So hopefully by the time you see this, there's still slots available because we only do 6 a month.
It's okay. They're already pre-scheduled for the next month.
Yes. Just
go in and look on the first.
Right. So if you're also new here because you're wanting to see somebody react to The Plot in You, we're sisters. I was in many heavy bands, and she is a general tolerator of music.
Tolerator is such a good word.
You know? That's why we're opposites. I am a lover of music. I love it. It tickles all the best parts of my brain. Whitney tolerates it and allows me to torture her on a weekly basis by forcing her to listen to songs.
Yes. That is such a good way to say that.
So, if you want to know more about us, there's a link in the description, and you can check out that shoddily put together video. But now, let's watch Silence by The Plot in You. Gird your loins, sister. Here comes more music.
I don't feel youthful. I don't feel sad. I don't fuck with these pills anymore. But these days move so fast, and I'm starting to notice the ones I held closest take more than what they give back. Yeah, I used to seek violence, but now I use silence as my proper means for attack. Took a lot of time, but I'm not complaining. Took a lot of paranoia moving through the
I know that was like a very big performance piece, and but all I could think about as she was coming up on her feet like that was the strength.
Yeah, I was so impressed.
Like her ability, like number one, the flexibility to be like putting your foot all over your face like that.
Oh, I was wondering. I was like, okay, because at first it's meant to be kind of like, ooh, wow, this is like shocking, and then I was like, wait, I can't tell whether I love this or I hate this. And then it looked like she put her foot in her mouth, and I was like, oh. But then as she kept going, I was like,
as she's like raising up like that, I'm like, oh my gosh, you're so impressive. And the line where he's talking about using the silence as a proper means of attack, like that's a very good line. Mm-hmm. But I almost want to go back a little bit because I was so focused on her.
They don't have a closed captioning. Oh, well.
They don't. I'm going to turn up the volume for us a little bit here.
Well, yeah, because I didn't pay a single bit of attention to the lyrics.
Because she's
very captivating.
Very captivating. Okay.
Good job on like whoever directed this.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay.
This is my problem. And I don't feel sad. I don't fuck with these pills anymore. But these days move so fast, and I'm starting to notice the ones I held closest take more than what they give back. Yeah, I used to seek violence, but now I use silence as my proper means for attack.
Okay. So basically he's talking about like, since I've gotten sober, I've noticed days are going so slow, and I'm noticing that the people around me don't it's not a reciprocal relationship. Mm-hmm. And so I used to get upset about it, but now I just stay quiet and don't even bother. Mm-hmm. Awesome. Okay. What strength?
Took a lot of time, but I'm not complaining. Took a lot of paranoia moving through the stages. Every single time I get the feeling that I'm breaking. Think about another time when I was fucking aimless. Mark my word, this only comes with separation. When you get this down, it only comes with desperation.
That was good choreography.
There's nothing that you can say. I know it's true.
Here we go.
So let me be where my scars tread this road till I've come too far. Left in peace, kept in parts. Burn this life for the next to start. So let me be. So let me be. So let me be. Kept in parts. Burn this life for the next to start. 'Cause I'm dying to live, and I'm sick from the noise. I'll make my way through all that I am now. 'Cause I'm dying to live, and I've been through the void. And I'll celebrate the fact that I am proud. A state of mind I never tried. I know that it's all my fault to justify the darkest times. Means you never had control. It means you never had control.
The last line where he says to justify the darkest times means you never had control. Like, I mean, I don't know. I just loved the way that they're saying everything that they're saying in there, where it's basically like, yeah, if you have to justify all the worst of your behaviors, it means you were never in control in the first place. Like, and I like the symbolism through this dancer and this performance. I'm kind of wondering if it's basically like, because when the first like chorus broke out after she came up on her feet, she almost looked like she was more joyful.
Yeah, she did for a second. Yeah,
And then as she was running out, she's like upset, and so it's like I'm wondering like what the meaning is behind this, where it's like there are things that can bring you joy but are still a cage that you stay in. Like if he was talking about being sober, maybe that was a relationship, like a personification of his relationship to substances, maybe.
that's kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Because, like, you're right. As she came out and he had just said that line of,
Silence.
realizing that his relationships were empty,
Mm-hmm.
right? And that he was just not going to care about them anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when you saw that joy for a
Uh-huh.
second. But then, as the performance goes on, I think it's that push-pull.
Right.
That it is like, well, substance that I used to have a
Mhm.
fun or whatever
Mm-hmm.
life and being sober and not using those substances, it's a different hard.
Yeah. And I also wonder too if maybe that was maybe personifying like feeling, like the feeling of withdrawal or the feeling of And it could have like double meaning, right? It could have the feeling of withdrawal of your relationships because now you're realizing they're empty and the freedom that came with it, but then also you're so lonely.
Yeah.
Like you try and go out in the world and she couldn't, she was trapped.
Yeah.
And she's so lonely without any relationships or realizing that those relationships are empty and she's just playing a facade.
Mm-hmm.
with
Well,
the
she can't
people.
maintain those like
Yeah, you can't
in
maintain
the same manner
in the same way.
that you did, and so wow, I thought the performance was amazing.
Yeah, it was amazing. And honestly, there's not a lot of times that you see like a band that incorporates a heaviness aspect to it, utilizing a performance like that. I feel like the
A
juxtaposition.
contemporary dancer.
Yeah, I feel like that juxtaposition was also a really great marriage in the way that they were presenting the material.
Mm-hmm.
So
It was almost like, how they use opera music during like a mass killing scene in an action movie.
Yes, exactly.
I felt like it was a lot of that. They gave me that same vibe.
That same vibe, yes.
There's just that perfect opposition.
Yeah, like the classical art form combined with kind of
The heavier
a dark subject matter.
Yes. Oh, I loved that.
Yeah, that was really great. Well, thanks so much, Evan, for suggesting that. That was really interesting and compelling to watch, and I really enjoyed that. My sister hates art, but
I love the dancer.
yes, but she loves dance and she loves movement, so I
Yes.
feel like this was perfect.
I thought it was so great. All right,
Awesome.
guys, like and subscribe.
Bye.